Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Question number 81 is during lung development, formation of respiratory bronchioles and rich vascularization occur in which stage? Canalicular stage. The canalicular stage, that is 16 to 26 week, establishes primitive gas exchange regions and capillaries. Question number 82 is at which stage of development does surfactant production by type 2 pneumocytes begin? Canalicular stage. Surfactant synthesis start at 20 to 24 weeks, increasing steeply towards the term. A section. Question number 83. A section of nasal mucosa contains olfactory glands and bipolar neurons. Which epithelium is present? Olfactory epithelium. Olfactory epithelium has sensory neurons supporting cells, Bowman glands. A 6-year-old with congenital diaphragmatic hernia likely has failed fusion of its embryonic structures, pleuroperitoneal membrane. Non-closure of pleuroperitoneal canals, especially left, permits herniation of the abdominal viscera. Question number 85. Lung tissue shows alveoli lined by the flattened cells closely opposed to capillaries. What is the primary function of these cells? Gaseous exchange. Type of pneumocytes. Simple squamous epithelium form thin blood-air barrier. Now question number 86. A premature infant receives maternal corticosteroid therapy before delivery to prevent respiratory distress. Which hormone is responsible for surfactant synthesis? Cortisol. Glucocorticoids accelerate type 2 pneumocytes maturation and surfactant production. Question number 87. A tracheal histology slide shows C-shaped hyaline cartilage with the posterior muscle. Trachealis muscle is present posteriorly and it constricts during coughing. It can be asked to you vice versa form. Question number 88. A neonate born after severe oligohydramnios has hypoplastic lungs. What causes this? Restricted chest expansion. Oligohydramnios cause to compress the thorax, limiting lung expansion and development. Question number 89. Histology of a bronchiole reveal absence of cartilage and lung glands in the wall. Terminal bronchiole. Terminal bronchiole lack cartilage and glands lined by the cuboidal cells with Clara cells. Question number 90. Alveolar macrophages contain carbon pigment are observed in the smoker's lung section. These cells are derived from which source? Monocytes. Alveolar macrophages, thus cells arise from the blood monocytes and remove debris and the dust. Question number 91. A neonate with cyanosis is diagnosed with a tracheoesophageal cleft which developmental event failed. Separation of trachea from the foregut. Persistence of a common foregut channel forms a midline cleft between the trachea and the esophagus. Question number 92. A 12-year-old with chronic maxillary sinusitis undergoes mucosal biopsy. Which epithelium lines this? Pseudo-stratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Paranasal sinuses are lined by respiratory epithelium that moves mucus toward the nasal cavity. Question number 93. An ENT specialist submitted a biopsy from the posterior nasal cavity for histopathology. Which type of epithelium is most likely present in this region? Pseudo-stratified columnar ciliated epithelium. The posterior nasal cavity is lined by respiratory epithelium, which is ciliated pseudo-stratified columnar epithelium with goblet cells that produces the mucus production and aids in the mucociliary clearance. Question number 94. A 1-day-old male neonate has continuous drooling, regurgitates milk, and maternal history of polyhydramnios. Imaging shows an abnormal connection between the foregut and the respiratory tract. Which embryonic structure is most likely malformed? Tracheoesophageal folds. Tracheoesophageal fistula occurs due to improper fusion of the tracheoesophageal fold during the development, leading to persistent connection between the esophagus and the trachea. Question number 95. A 2-year-old child presents with a congenital laryngeal stridor. This anomaly is related to the defective pharyngeal arch development forming the laryngeal cartilages. Which pharyngeal arches are likely involved? Fourth and sixth. Laryngeal cartilages develop from the fourth and sixth pharyngeal arches. Maldevelopment can lead to congenital laryngeal stridor. Question number 96. A 10-year-old boy has fever and cough. Chest x-ray shows enlarged lymph nodes at both lung hilum. Which lymph nodes are most likely involved? Bronchopulmonary. Hilar lymph nodes are also called bronchopulmonary nodes. They drain the lungs and are commonly enlarged in pulmonary infection. Question number 97. A 65-year-old man with COPD shows labored breathing and neck muscle use. Which muscle is acting as an accessory muscle? Sternocleidomastoid. In severe COPD, accessory muscle like sternocleidomastoid elevate the sternum and ribs to increase the thoracic volume during inspiration. Question number 98. A 35-year-old woman with frontal sinusitis is being examined for spread of infection. Which structural sinus is most likely to get affected? Anterior ethmoidal sinus. The frontal sinus drains into anterior ethmoidal cells by the frontonasal duct, making these sinuses susceptible to secondary infection. Question number 99. A 36-year-old woman develops dyspnea after abdominal surgery. Imaging shows right diaphragm elevation which is carried by the right phrenic nerve. The phrenic nerve innervates diaphragm. Injury causes ipsilateral diaphragm paralysis and elevation. Question number 100. A 40-year-old man suffers blunt trauma to lower chest, resulting in abdominal contents herniating into thoracic cavity. Which part of the diaphragm is most likely ruptured? Costal part. Traumatic diaphragmatic hernia usually ruptures the costal muscular part due to its relative thinness and weakness compared to the central tendon. 101. A 5-year-old boy inhales a peanut which lodges in the right primary bronchus. Which lobe is most likely affected? Right upper lobe. The right main upper is wider, shorter, and more vertical. Foreign bodies tend to lie in the right upper bronchus due to its orientation. During inspiration, the thoracic cage expands like a pump handle, which is mainly involved in second to sixth rib and increasing the anterior posterior diameter of the thorax. A 45-year-old man has anterior chest pain after the blunt trauma. Tenderness is at the junction of the manubrium and the body of the sternum. Which joint is affected? Manubriosternal joint, which is present at a level of T3 to T4, I guess. The manubriosternal joint is the angle of Lewis is at the junction between the manubrium and the sternum and is prone to trauma-related pain. Question number 104. A newborn with cyanosis and rapid breathing has herniation of abdominal contents and to the left chest. Radiology shows posterolateral diaphragmatic heart defect. Which embryologic structure is most likely involved? Pleuroperitoneal membrane. Congenital diaphragmatic hernia. Bogdelic results from the failure of the closure of the pleuroperitoneal membrane. 105. A 25-year-old singer presents with hoarseness. What is the epithelial lining of her vocal cords? Stratified squamous non-keratinized and pseudostratified ciliated columnar. Vocal cords are covered by stratified squamous epithelium due to mechanical stress, while surrounding laryngeal structures have respiratory epithelium, that is pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, I hope you have got it. Question number 106. Mucosa with full pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium, no cartilage or glands, and 1 millimeter diameter is seen. Which structure is this? This is bronchioles. Bronchioles lack cartilage and the glands. They are lined by the ciliated pseudostratified epithelium and are less than 1 millimeter in diameter. 107. Question number. Skeletal muscles of the diaphragm differentiate from the myoblast derived from which is such a septum transversum. Myoblast from the septum transversum from the muscular part of the diaphragm during the development. Question number 108. Under the microscope, a tissue shows pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium, goblet cells, hyaline cartilage, plates, mucus, serous glands, and smooth muscles. The answer is primary bronchus. Primary bronchi have cartilage, plates, glands, smooth muscle, and ciliated epithelium, unlike smaller bronchioles which lack cartilage. This is the difference between the primary and the secondary bronchus. Question number 109. A newborn has respiratory distress due to insufficient alveolar surfactant. During which developmental stage do surfactant produce? Canalicular, basically it is the terminal sac stage type 2 pneumocytes which secrete surfactant developed during the terminal sac stage of the lung development 24 to 36 weeks. 110. A 1 day old male neonate presents with the continuous drooling of saliva since birth and regurgitation of milk during feeding. Its mother reports polyhydramnios during pregnancy. Investigations reveal an abnormal connection between the foregut and the respiratory tract. What is this improperly developed? Which is what is improperly developed? Tracheoesophageal folds that lead to fistula result from the failure of the proper fusion of the tracheoesophageal folds, causing a persistent connection between the trachea and the esophagus. Polyhydramnios is responsible for the impaired fetal swallowing. Question number 111. 111. A 65-year-old man with chronic obstructive COPD disease prevents with severe dyspnea. On examination, prominent muscles of the neck and upper chest are visible during expiration. Which muscle is most likely functioning? Sternocleidomastoid muscle. In COPD, sternocleidomastoid elevates the sternum and upper ribs to assist inspiration in compensating for diaphragmatic insufficiency. Question number 112. A 35-year-old woman with a history of frontal sinusitis is being evaluated for possible spread of the adjacent structures. Which of the following structure is most likely involved? Anterior ethmoidal sinus is basically involved. Question number 113. A 5-year-old boy inhales a peanut which lodges in the primary bronchus. In which lobe is most likely to get affected? It goes into the right upper. The right main bronchus is wider, and so inhaled foreign bodies preferentially enter the right upper lobe bronchus. Thank you.